He's back. The man who destroyed many men in Japan during the early 2000s and then became a bit of a joke. Someone who got slept by fucking every single person he fought in his last few fights. But this man is coming off a win. In 2018, he got a decision over Kintara Oshinashirishi. His real name is Abraham Shalan, the Great Sandstorm. I'm of course talking about Bob Sapp. He's finally back. His long-awaited return at 51 years old. Coming off a win. He hasn't fought for 5 years. Like I did mention, he is 51 years old, and he's coming for vengeance. Yeah, this is ridiculous. He's fighting a bodybuilder, a 42-year-old bodybuilder called Piotr Pojcikovic. I definitely butchered that. But yeah, so the guy he's fighting is 3-0 as an MMA fighter. Was a bodybuilder, strongman. His best opponent was 1-0. And then his other opponents were 2-4 and 0-0. But I think he's more of like a celebrity sort of fighter because it seems like one of the other guys he fought was a strongman or a bodybuilder. But yeah, I'm going to be going with Vitor here against Bob Sapp. But very interesting, he's making his comeback at 51 years old. I know he was doing some stuff with Fight Circus. I think he and Rampage did like a tag team sort of match thing, I believe. It was like a Siamese boxing match where they were like tied up together and then they were boxing someone else. It was very interesting. Yeah, it was him and Rampage, which yeah, very very weird. But that is the fun that Fight Circus is. But yeah, this is Bob Sapp in an actual just normal MMA match against a bodybuilder. So either expect an early KO, or just Bob Sapp laying down and taking some punches in his corner, or expect the worst fight of all time. Because the last time Bob Sapp fought in MMA, it was one of the worst fights ever. But he did get the win. He actually fought back. He's 12-20, so maybe he's trying to get his wins back that in fights that he should have won. It is crazy to look back at Bob Sapp's career though. Like he has wins in kickboxing against Ernesto Hoost twice, beating Hoost, and almost knocking out Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira, Big Nog, with a slam. And then you go further down his record, and then he's just like losing to every single person. Lost to Inakishi Minowa, by Achilles lock, the giant killer. And then after that, it was just after he beat Sasha Winpola, it was just completely downhill after that. Yeah, he just went boom, just lost every single fight. But he did beat Akibono, also a horrible fighter. Like Bob Sapp wasn't horrible, he just didn't want to take damage anymore, so he just gave up after facing adversity. But Jesus, horrible to look back on. Like the guy was actually generally very good at one point, but never technical. But now he's 51 years old, he's returning, and I'm actually gonna try and watch this one. Like I say, I love freak show fights, and this is the definition of a freak show fight. Not only is Bob Sapp normally a freak show fight, now he's 51 years old. He's pretty old for a guy who's stepping in the cage. So that's added freak show to it, and he's fighting a literal 42-year-old bodybuilder, so that also adds to it. And the combined age in this as well is ridiculous. It's like 92, 93 years old, something like that. Like that's insane. That's the combined age. And then who knows what the combined weight in there is. Bob Sapp was 160 kilos in his last fight, which is 352 pounds. Pito was 110 kilos his last fight, so yeah, it'll be an interesting fight. When does this go down? This goes down the 28th of October on Clout MMA. Perfect promotional name. I imagine this is like an influencer type thing. Jerome Labana is fighting again. I thought his last fight was meant to be his retirement fight, but no, here he is. He's been fighting since like 1993, probably earlier. So literally 30 years of combat sports, which is fucking insane, but really, really cool. I don't mind this card. I like freak show stuff like that. It's something to watch. You can't really hate on it. I like it. it. It's its own little thing. It's insane that it's happening, but yeah, it is what it is. Bob Sapp making his triumphant return at 51 years old. Who doesn't want to see that? We'll probably get up. Knowing how weird MMA is, we'll probably get fucking Bob Sapp versus either Francis Ngannou, or we'll get Bob Sapp versus like Greg Hardy in a boxing match. We'll get someone weird. I know it's coming. It's got to be coming. But it's crazy. Even if you say, like Bob Sapp's roided up or whatever, he's still fucking a freak of nature to be that big at like 51 years old. The guy is just fucking massive. Who knows? Maybe we're going to be seeing Bob Sapp go on a run on the Polish regional scene. Maybe he's going to make his way to the UFC and he's going to dethrone fucking John Jones. Who knows? It wouldn't surprise me in this day and age. Fucking the weirdest shit is happening in combat sports. But yeah, who knows? Be interesting to see whatever happens. But I'm looking forward to it. I can't lie. I am looking forward to seeing the return of Aki Bono. It's a long time it's a long time coming. Why would people not want to see this? Did I say Aki Bono? I fucking feel like I said Aki Bono. I meant Bob Sapp. I was going through his record. Why did he fight Aki Bono like twice? So random. Leave Aki Bono alone. Did he ever win a fight? He did. He beat Nobukushi Kada. Interesting. Uh, yeah, I don't know. Just very interesting. The freak show. I love the freak show aspect of MMA. It seems like nowadays it's only really the Japanese and the Polish people, Polish promotions and Russian promotions that are really doing anything like that. But yeah, it's always good to see. I like it. And now the king's back. Bob Sapp returns. But anyway, I have yapped on enough. Uh, so yeah, that's it. That's all I wanted to talk about. If you somehow made it this far, then please leave this video a like, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.